been in here trying to film a video and it's just not the day. Just for whatever reason cannot get it together. I don't know. I haven't really felt great the last few days. Still having a lot of neck and now it's gone down into my shoulders. But what do? What does stupid do whenever she's in pain and hurting? Paint a wall. I just paint a wall. It's my fault. I can't blame anybody but myself. Anyway, I'm gonna give up on the video thing because it just ain't there. I can't. It's not good, and I'm gonna save what little bit of footage that I did film and maybe put in another video because one of the techniques I really like and it turned out great. But on my last vlog, or my vlog I'm fixing to upload, you will not see me in it. You will hear me. You will not see me, and there's a reason for that. I look like death warmed over. I look absolutely horrible, like so bad. So that's why you will hear me and not see me, and I'm sorry. And maybe that's a bonus, I don't know. But anyway, today is Wednesday, August 19th, and my video with Granny just went up with the dessert recipe. And y'all, in that video, James didn't taste test it. He's not a sweet person. He don't really care for sweets. Wish I had that problem. And I had never eaten that before. As many times as she's made it, I had never eaten it before because it just did not appeal to me with the cherries and stuff. And I don't know why. Anyway, later on that day, because I actually vlogged that day and put it up. That's on the vlog. We made it the day that I vlogged and went through my mother's house and showed y'all some of her decor. Anyway, I tried some of it later after it had all chilled together and everything. It was so good. I just got a little bit of the parts where it had the cherry juice on it and not really the cherries. It was so good. I think that if I made it, I would do it with blueberries because I love blueberries. And that's the good of this recipe. You could actually put any kind of pie filling topping on it, whatever you liked. So, y'all seem to really be liking that video. And, of course, y'all love Granny, and who don't. And y'all, I was up there the other day, and I vlogged with her. My daughter was up there, and my mom and James. Anyway, I was vlogging and was going to put it in the video, and she ordered me, do not put her on that video. Her hair was not fixed. Her hair was fixed. She looked a mess. She did not. And do not put her on that thing. And I was like, aha. I know where I get it from now. So anyway, I'm fixing to upload a video, a vlog, the one I'm talking about now, where you won't see me, you'll just hear me, and try to figure out what I'm gonna record. And my daughter-in-law called me this morning, Sarah, and we have an exciting thing that we were discussing that we're gonna be doing soon, so can't wait for that. I've got several videos to film. I just not there today, so I'm sorry. They'll come out. I won't leave you hanging. So let me get to uploading a vlog, and I'll check back with y'all in a little bit. Today is just not my day. I literally thought I filmed a whole spiel about some candles, my review on them, if you will, and none of it recorded. You know, there's just some days you just need to just... It's just an off day for me, y'all. Anyway, I want to let y'all know, I had talked to y'all in a previous vlog about the candles from Walmart that I got, that were like $4 and some change. And I got one that was pumpkin waffle and three that was spiced apple. They fit perfect in my Bath & Body Works candle holders. They look like Bath & Body Works candles. I was telling y'all about them. Anyway, at the time I had not burned them yet, or, you know, used them. Well, I have since used them. And this morning I lit a candle. I only got one that was pumpkin waffle because I had to substitute it. Anyway, I lit it this morning when I was getting ready in my bathroom. I didn't light any other candles in my house. Y'all, that one candle that is in my bathroom, in my bedroom, has smelled up this whole entire house. That has never happened. I can't even recall that happening with the Bath & Body Works candle, but in fairness, I don't know that I've ever just lit one in my bathroom and not in the rest of the house. But for whatever reason, I didn't light the ones in the house today. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I'm having an off day. I don't know. But I'm very, very impressed with the quality of the candle. They're really good. And let me show you something real quick. I have one here on my coffee table. They look like Bath & Body, okay? 3-wick like Bath & Body. And they are $4 and change. I want to say, just say $5, okay? Y'all, you can buy 4 of these cheaper than you can buy one Bath & Body candle when they're not on sale. Yes, please, and thank you. I'm blown away, and they burn really good. Like the one on the bar, I just started burning this one. It hasn't been burning that long, but the one on the bar I have burnt for several days, and yesterday I burned it for a good 6-8 hours, and they're still like, it's only burnt down to about where my thumb is. I mean, I'm just so blown away. I really am. To know that there's an alternative. And I love my Bath & Body Works candles. Don't get me wrong. I'm not like anti-Bath & Body Works candles. But, you know, I haven't been able to go to Bath & Body Works, and their shipping is ridiculous. And so here's my alternative. Anyway, I wanted to share that with y'all earlier. I thought I was sharing that with y'all earlier. And also, I want to say that I learned about these candles from Jennifer on her channel called Cook, Clean, and Repeat. And she's also the one that showed on her channel about the Dawn Power Wash. So far, like, me and her are liking the same thing. So anyway, if you haven't checked out her channel, she does not even know me. She does not even probably know I have a YouTube channel. But if you haven't checked out her channel is Cook, Clean, and Repeat. And if you go over there and check her out, you know, just tell her I've been talking about her on my channel or whatever. You don't have to tell her anything. That's fine too. But really good candles. So I like to share things that I learn. And I learn from y'all through the comment section. And also, somebody told me in the comment section about they used to make this kind of the same recipe that Granny made that we did today, except they used chocolate icing. I'm all buy me some chocolate now. So I'm like, but that would be really good. So I'm gonna try that. Or maybe even do the chocolate with the cherries on it. I don't know. Anyway, I learned from y'all, and so I like to pass on things that, you know, I learn about. And so anyway. Now, I don't know that I'm going to pick up the camera anymore today because obviously I'm having a really off day. But who knows? You never know. So if I do, I'll see you in a bit. And if I don't, I'll see you tomorrow. We'll see. All right. I am headed to do a couple haircuts. And then I am coming back home, and James and I are going to get in the attic and get my fall stuff out. I'm so excited. It's like 10 after 5 Wednesday. Haven't heard from the job, so I'm thinking it's a no-go. Because before, when I was hearing from them, like early in the mornings, or midday, and I haven't heard anything. So I'm assuming it's probably no, which I'm okay with that. It's not the one if that's the case. It's all in God's hand and God's time. It's easy to say you have faith and trust God when everything's fine and good. It's when you don't know where that next paycheck or dollars coming from, because the bills haven't stopped. You know what I'm saying? But I do know this. I do trust God. I have the best insurance policy ever, and that is I pay my tithe before I take anything out of any money I receive. I pay my tithe. And I trust God, and He told me in the Bible that if I pay my tithes, He would open up the windows of heaven and pour out a blessing that you can't contain it. It's in Malachi, and so that's why it's easy for me to be able to trust God, because He can't lie, and it's in the Word. So, and I give it cheerfully. I give it because, I want to do that. That's rightfully His, and, I will cheerfully give to the Lord. And, I can honestly say through this whole thing that James and I have not missed a meal. We could afford to. Waistline, that jeans don't fit. We've not missed a meal. We've not missed a bill. Have I got to go to Hobby Lobby and Kirkland's and, do all that? No. But do I really need to? No. I'm abundantly blessed, and, God is good to me. He is so good to me, and He don't have to be. So I'm, whether the job thing worked out or not, I still trust God, and that means there's something else out there, that there's something better. As good as I thought that was, there's something better. Because let me tell you, when I was looking for my house, the house that James and I live in now, when we were looking for that house, I looked at so many houses, and there was one that I looked at that I wanted so bad. I just thought, this is it, I want this house. There was a couple things about it that I didn't particularly care for, but they could be fixed, and I just thought, this is it. And I prayed about it, and the deal fell through. It just fell through, and I was like, okay. And in that moment, instead of feeling so down and out, I was like, Lord, I wanted that house, but you know why that I didn't get it, and I trust you, Lord. Well, lo and behold, the house that we're living in now, I had seen it in on the realtor websites and stuff, And I, honest to God, did not think I could afford that house. I just thought that our notes would be too high. We would be, you know, because it was just so nice, and it was typically everything I wanted, you know. There would be, it was perfect. But when I looked at the pictures online and stuff, I saw things and I was like, there's no way. It's totally out of our price range. There's just no way we can afford this house. But I went and looked at it, and when I pulled up in the driveway, James was working. I was actually on the phone with him. I pulled up in the driveway and I said, this is it. I knew that was it. I knew that was the home for us. And when the realtor showed up and I walked through it, I was like, this is it. This is my house. This is our house. This is what I want. This is the one. It's absolutely perfect. The layout was perfect. Everything about the size was perfect. The location was perfect. Everything was perfect. And I learned in that moment what I thought was the one and the perfect one. God saw further ahead than I did. And he was like, no, as good as you think this one is, I have something better for you. But do you trust me? And, you know, we're living in that house, and we're happy with that house. We love that house. We're not, you know, house poor, meaning we can afford the house. It was the price was like perfect. Like, it could not have been more perfect. But you know, that's how things are when you're in the will of God, and when everything lines up the way God wants it to be, and if we will allow him to have his way and be in his will, everything lines up so perfectly. And so I don't mean to be like, I'm not preaching to anyone. I'm just telling y'all my experiences and what I've learned. And that's why now that I'm in this situation with this job, I will not fret, and I will not let the devil steal my joy, and I will not worry, and I will not be discouraged. And as good as I thought that interview was and that job was, God sees further ahead in the future, and that means there's something better for me. So with that said, and hey, it still may happen, and if it does, great, and if it don't, that's okay too. I trust God, period, end of discussion. You know, there are no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I trust God, period. And that's that. So, I got a little deep, and I really didn't mean it to, but you know, you know how things happen in your life that you recall, and you go back to when you're going through things, and you're like, but I've been here before. There's a gospel song, I forget who sings it, but it's basically saying, I've been here before, and you know, God has never let me down. And I've been here before, y'all. I've been without a job before. I've been in a situation where I didn't know what I was gonna do, where I was gonna turn, and how the needs were gonna get met. But they got met. I never went to bed hungry. And you have to understand the difference between a need and a want. You know what I'm saying? I may want something, but I might not necessarily need that something. So I've been here before, and I'm going to draw from past experiences and past circumstances and past situations, and I'm going to feed on that while I'm here again, and know, just like before, God's going to bring me through. Does that make sense? Do y'all feel what I'm saying? Do you understand it? Where I'm coming from? And that although I'm talking to y'all, I'm really talking to me. Do y'all ever do that? Like, do you ever just sit down and have conversations with yourself and say, look, here's the situation. Well, I do. And I talk to myself a lot, and I remind myself a lot of situations and things. So that's what although I'm recording this and I'm talking to y'all, I'm talking to me. I'm telling this to me. But hey, you can draw from this and be encouraged. Maybe you're going through something. Maybe you feel a certain way, that you've been in this situation before, but you can look back on past situations and say, but yes, then, try to do that, and if you're unsure of something, call on his name. He's right there, he's just waiting, like the good father that he is, to just be there for his children and help his children. And I learned so much about the Lord when I become a mother. And I'm sorry, I know this has kind of got off on a different avenue, and I didn't mean it to, but obviously this is where the Lord wants me to go with this. But I learned so much when I become a mother about a relationship with God. A relationship with God is a lot like, if you're a parent, then you're going to understand. And if you really just sit down and you think about it, there's nothing you wouldn't do for your child. Nothing. You would lay down your life for your child. Anybody comes after your child, I mean, you want to rile me up, you mess with one of my cubs. You know what I'm saying? You mess with one of my babies. I don't care if they're grown. Okay? I don't care. You want to get a rile out of me? Mess with one of my kids. You know what I'm saying? Well, that's how the Lord is about us, because we're His children. And He does not like it when things are not good for us, and when we're hurt, and we're sad, and we're upset. But, as a parent, sometimes you have to discipline that child, and you have to, punish the child for whatever they've done. If they've lied to you, or, went against something you told them, you've had to punish them, discipline them and all that. Same thing with God. But like any good parent, you're gonna tell your child, don't do that, or you're gonna get whatever form of discipline you tell them. And you may warn them a couple of times, and then you have to follow through. Same way with God. Same way with God. I can remember specifically a time when Delana was very small, and she was doing something. I don't even remember now what it was she was doing, but I told her, I said, don't do that, you're gonna get hurt. Just kept doing it. I said, Delana, don't do that, you're gonna get hurt. She kept doing it. I said, you're gonna get hurt, stop. She kept doing it. And then finally, I just had to let her get hurt to understand. And it wasn't nothing major, y'all. Don't come after me. But as soon as she did it and she got hurt, you know what the mom and me did? You're right. I picked that baby up and I consoled her and I loved on her and I petted her and explained to her. I tried to tell you. Mama tried to let you know. Same thing with God. Same thing with God. And He's so good to us, and He's so mindful of us, and He's so mindful of our feelings, and He knows us better than we as earthly parents know our children. Like, He knows our very thoughts. And y'all, I just can't tell you at the times that I have screwed up, knowing better, knowing the Lord telling me not to do something, and I did it anyway and ended up in a mess. But you know what? There He was. There He was. Now, I may have gotten in trouble and He may have had to discipline me, but you know what? There He was. So, y'all just take that bit of information, encouragement, whatever you want to call it, and just know that it's said with love, and it's said with, I don't know, maybe somebody out there's going through something. I don't know. I just know I felt led to say all this, or I wouldn't have said it. And I'm definitely not trying to preach or anything like that. I'm just telling y'all my life experiences, and I hope you can get some encouragement from it, and just know that, you know, God loves you, I love you, and thank y'all for listening to me. And yeah, we're gonna be okay. God's got us, and that's such sweet peace to know that the Lord's got us. So anyway, I've talked y'all's ear off enough, but I just wanted to share that with y'all. I love you so much, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.